Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. We're back with some more main story. I want to try and get as much done, and of course I've mentioned that before the expansion comes out. So, well, let's get right to it. Ooh, excuse me, had some pizza earlier. Ooh. Athena appears eager to welcome you back to Revan's Toll. Greetings, Inofin. Alfred tells me all is in place to begin his trial. Company, the Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The ceremony is set to take place here in the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived to Revan's Toll of late, and I wonder if Selfborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there is aught he requires? Alright. So, back out to Revan's Toll. Softburn? Born? Something? I'm horrible with names, as you know. Oh, jeez. Took forever, what the heck? The internet is not cooperating today, apparently. Of course, there's a lot of people here, too. Had to wait in queue before I could get in. So, good chance I might likely get kicked at some point. Rather not, but... might just be my internet. There we go. Lovely. This is going to take an age and a half to load. There we go. What can I do you for, Inofin? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new arm of the Scions. Ha, I barely noticed your recruits arrived. It was barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hunters we have passed through here every day. I appreciate your offer for aid. 'Tis more your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to the intent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Saltborn, the shipment, we couldn't. Gods, woman, what befell? We caught. Oh, we were bringing a shipment to Reverend Soul, provisions, earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over into Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I cough, cough, believe they may have been heretics. They were many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us. There is aught to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest, and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounded. What to do? If heretics were involved, then this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Isengard will need to be informed. Whence did these supplies originate? House Forteps. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see that they are praised of this development. Innofin, were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Forteps? I will be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I would also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfying conclusion. Our favorable relations with Isengard are far too important to risk half measures. Thank you for your understanding. I am certain Lord Hedge will be glad of your assistance. So, Camp Dragonhead. It's easy enough. Off we go. Or it could just be Mordona, with so many people logged on. Guess we'll find out. Nope. It's my internet. Just doing a hissy fit. Yeah, I tell you what, folks, I'll be right back. I'm gonna have to get this situated. These load times are ridiculous. So, gals and ghouls, I'll be right back. Just give me a sec. Hey, gals and ghouls, welcome back. Hopefully, things are running a little better now, so shouldn't have to worry too much, hopefully. Guess we'll see here shortly. Over the table. Well, if it isn't my fine friend, Innofin Windblade, would you care for a plate of roast carcass? Some mulled wine? No? Ah, I see you have not come to my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revan's soul, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. No, it's not. So, next up. Awaits confirmation for the reason for your visit to Camp Dragonhead. And poison, yada yada yada. Ah, good. Better.
The incident with the New Frontier hands? No, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest.
Voice acting. I like this.
Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurth's soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Fortom does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies, or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. That the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed.
Wait, hang on, guys. I got a little dog here. There we go.
Poor fortune, I say. Yet not
yes,
without
Jensen.
precedent.
Hi.
If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve. The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait?
Yes, Jensen. Hi, buddy.
Halone's blessings be upon you. Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long. Should you learn aught of value, pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
It's nice to feel welcomed. Alright. Go, buddy. We have an adventure ahead of us. Find these so-called heretics. It's nice being able to travel around and not having mobs randomly argue you. So right down yonder. Excuse me, fellas. In here, maybe? Yeah, it's in here. Sorry, Co, you probably frightened everybody. Okay, further up. Yep, there you are. You, Elfin, welcome, welcome. You'll be pleased to know that the repairs to Stone Vigil proceed apace. We shall rebuild sure and strong, that the Dovians might better themselves senseless against our shield in the west. I would venture, however, the matters of masonry are not what brought you to Whitebrim. On the trail of a band of thieving heretics, you say, by the Fury, but you do seem destined to cross paths with those villains. Must confess then, 'tis a sad truth that the wilds hereabouts have indeed grown thick with their numbers. They strike swiftly without warning and are cunning enough to evade our most able trackers. But 'tis not merely their newfound organization that confounds us. The heretics themselves seem somehow changed. I know not what manner of influence this Iceheart wields, but the men we face seem utterly lost to the grip of righteous fever. 'Tis an unsettling and unnatural zeal. Mayhaps you would care to question one of their recent victims, as fate would have it. Your arrival came moments after a trader was waylaid on the road. A patrol found the unfortunate fellow laying senseless in the snow and carried him to our infirmary. Assuming he has regained the use of his facilities, the merchant might recall some small detail that could aid you in your task. Yeah, I cannot talk. Crud. Okay. There we go. Sorry, fellas. Table walking. Or jumping, I should say. At some point I'll have to come here and start doing some of these quests. Might open up some story that I'm not aware of. That's just a warehouse, so I gotta go upper floor. There's a triple triad player. There we go. Tell you what happened? Why, yes, of course. I am quite recovered enough for that. Anything to help catch those cowardly Blackhearts. I was traveling my usual route to Whitebrim Front when a sudden blow sent me reeling. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground and several heretics were rifling through my cargo. Arms, armor, crystals. They were taking everything. It was then that one of them noticed my blurry gaze and stalked over to better acquaint my head with his mace. Before darkness claimed me, however, I distantly heard the words, "Return to Snowcloak." I dare say that is where they were hauling my goods. But you'll not catch me rushing off in pursuit. They tell me 'twas a miracle I survived at all, and I'll not trust my thick skull to save me a second time. Snowcloak. My. Gumco. We apparently must investigate. Investigate we shall. Hello. The end has come. Yeah, the end's come for you. Here to this frozen. Intriguing. Draw your weapon. Wait, I recognize you, adventurer. You are come seeking heretics, and we share a common purpose. We were on patrol when we chased across one of their raiding parties and pursued them here. By rights, we should have had them cornered in this ravine, and yet they are gone, vanished like icy wraiths. There's somebody up there. I sensed you, lady. You glimpsed a woman atop the cliff. Could it be Iceheart herself, come to snare at our folly? And to where did she disappear? The heretics must have discovered a passage to the frozen wall, some hidden tunnel that escaped our notice. Oh, great. I'm busy. Cliff. Passage through the frozen wall. We have not the men to risk further investigation. It would be best were we to return to White Brim Front and lay our suspicions before Lord. So I gotta go all the way back. Alright. On my way back. Another triple triad player out here in the midst of nowhere. Those poor sodders got it. I thought that was part of the quest, but that's just fate. Excuse me, fellas, important business. Enofin, it appears I owe you my thanks once again. The surviving knights spared no detail in their report. The men you found out near Snowcloak were some of my finest. They should be bested so handily. I fear I have woefully underestimated the threat these heretics pose. While I understand you might balk at the notion, I must ask that you put aside your mission and consider the stolen provisions lost to us for now. It would be ill-advised to blunder unprepared into what may well be the very lair of our enemy. Pray return to Dragonhead and inform Lord of your discoveries. He will wish to plan contingencies of his own. As for Iceheart and her fanatics, the freezing heights of Snowcloak will not shield them from our justice for long. Luckily, I can just teleport. Neat. Can't remember where I put my soda. Say no, not long loading screens again. Excuse me, look out. Coming through.
Your return is most timely. Of their own accord, my thoughts had turned to your task and the progress thereof. I confess, my imaginings tended toward the grim and bloody. But you are here now, and I suspect such frivolous wonderings do little justice to the reality of your travails. Tell me, what did you learn of Iceheart? Indeed, and this transpired at Snowcloak? Of all the highlands, that towering wall has borne the worst of the region's brutal shift in climate. So inhospitable has Snowcloak become that we have still to survey the area in its entirety. Could its frozen heights conceal the heretics' hideaway? Mayhap a more robust reconnaissance effort is in order. Putting such considerations aside for the moment, we still know far too little of this Iceheart. That she is capable of commanding such a band of fanatics bespeaks natural authority, and no small measure of charisma.
Well, she was
as
pretty
much
attractive.
As I would like to fathom this mystery with you, the situation has grown beyond my personal purview. I am bound by duty to inform the Temple Knights and request that they bring this matter to its conclusion. Given the glowing reports the new commander has garnered thus far, I am certain that they can be relied upon to take appropriate action. Though Iceheart's true identity yet eludes us, you have provided us with a point from which to begin. Sometimes it takes but a single stone to prompt an avalanche. On the matter of the stolen provisions, I have already made arrangements for a second shipment to be sent to Revenant's Toll. I could not well allow such an honorable venture to be undermined by one miserable setback.
This guy just got kind of weird. Nice. Weird. So back to Revenant's Toll. Back to the congestion. This might take a while. Last time I was there and it was just nothing but congestion after congestion. There's a lot of people over here at Revenant Soul. Yep. Gonna be a wait. So how are you all doing? Oh, you know, I forgot something. Just realized it. Hey, forgot my wyvern buddy. There we go. Just realized that. Oh, now he's in the... Oh, now he's in it at least. Elephant, it's good to see you return to the toll. How fared you in the frozen waste of Carthus? House Forteps is to send us a second shipment. I must send thanks to Lord for his continued generosity. And even as our town grows in prosperity, here it will attract even ever greater numbers of those who would do us harm in the name of greed or power. All of us, as new recruits included, must remain vigilant against such threats. Take that. Thank you. Has news on progression. Right. Well, I'm going to leave it there, gals and ghouls. We got to see Iceheart, and we got... apparently everybody's going Dragoon. But anyways, we will see you gals and ghouls in the next video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you liked what you see. So, check it out.